What's up everyone? My name's Seth, and today we're going to be checking out the Schecter Nick Johnston signature model. And we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed the very obviously Nick Johnston inspired tune I wrote for this particular demo video. The Schecter Nick Johnston signature model is one of many modern takes on the classic Stratocaster style design that you can find on the market these days. As far as hardware goes, this guitar comes equipped with Schecter branded locking tuners, a Graphtec nut and string tree, nickel fret wire, and a Schecter branded tremolo bridge. As far as woods go, this guitar has an alder body, which is pretty common for Strat style guitars, as well as a Wenge neck, which is not so common, and a Masterson ebony fingerboard. Another really cool feature worth mentioning is these circular brass fret inlays, which is probably the coolest version of just traditional circular dot inlays that I've ever seen on any guitar ever. Schecter also went the extra mile and made the side dots on the fretboard also inlaid brass. They didn't have to do that, and it's honestly pretty cool that they did. As you might have noticed, this guitar also features a slightly different control layout than a traditional Strat style guitar, with the jack plate being mounted to the side of the body as opposed to the top, and there only being one volume and one tone knob. As far as pickups go, this guitar comes loaded with the Schecter Nick Johnston Atomic set. In regards to overall instrument quality and fit and finish, this thing is absolutely perfect, and the fretwork on this is probably some of the best I've ever seen on any guitar, period. When the guitar first arrived, I was actually convinced that the fret wire was made out of stainless steel because they felt so smooth and they were so incredibly shiny, but it turns out Schecter is actually just really good at polishing frets to the point where they make nickel feel like stainless steel, which is insane, and that's not something I've ever experienced on any other guitar before this one. In terms of overall playing feel and playability, I actually found this guitar pretty surprising. So the body feels like what you would expect from a Strat style guitar. It's got every single comfort cut and contour that you would want. Schecter also went the extra mile with the neck heel joint. Despite using a traditional 4-bolt design, they shaved away some of the excess wood so it doesn't feel as blocky as a traditional Strat would. The thing that was the most surprising to me though was actually this neck shape. Because of how Nick Johnston plays, I assumed this neck was going to have a modern, very thin, shred-style guitar neck, but that was actually only half right. The neck width and fingerboard radius actually feel more on the modern side of things, and the overall profile I would consider a modern C. In comparison to something like an American Standard Strat, this neck definitely feels wider and thicker, which isn't something I usually tend to prefer, but I do still enjoy playing this guitar quite a bit. The finish on the back of the neck is incredibly smooth, and my hands never feel like they're sticking no matter how long I play this guitar, which is honestly pretty awesome. Sound-wise, this guitar is pretty much how I've always wanted a Strat style guitar to sound. Every single note or chord that you play has a significant amount of punch and weight behind it, but you still have that trademark articulation and clarity that Strat style guitars are known for. This is actually the first Strat style guitar that I've actually enjoyed the way the bridge pickup sounds, since I usually tend to find Strat bridge pickups to be kind of weak and lacking in any kind of power, especially in comparison to the the neck pickup. Another thing I love about this guitar and these pickups is that I feel like no matter what style of music you play, this guitar is going to sound great in it. One thing that should be noted is that these pickups are true single coil, so you will get 60 cycle hum when playing them, but the nice thing is the middle pickup is an RWRP pickup, meaning in positions 2 and 4, you actually get some hum cancellation. I found this incredibly useful, especially when I was making the demo song at the beginning, and as a result of that, all those sound clips during that demo song are using either position 2 or position 4. Now, let's take a listen to what this guitar sounds like in isolation with a few different tones. Final thoughts on the USA Schecter Nick Johnston signature model. If you're in the market for a high-end Strat style guitar, this is definitely one that should be on your radar. The build quality here is second to none, and the fretwork, as I mentioned earlier, is probably some of the best I've ever seen, even when comparing it to guitars that are significantly more expensive than this one. These days you can actually get this guitar in a few different colors, but honestly for me the atomic green is still my favorite. As I mentioned before, this is probably one of my favorite sounding Strat style guitars, and I honestly think it sounds great in all genres of music. Going forward, I might try to add some sort of dummy coil system to this guitar just to try to mitigate noise on the bridge and neck positions, as I think those pickups sound great with a lot of gain. It's just kind of hard to record with them because of all the noise you get. So if you're looking for a Strat style guitar that kind of fits the bill for a modern vintage vibe, this is definitely one that you should check out. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. Those two things help things out greatly. If you check the description box down below, you'll find links to a written version of this review if you're interested in reading that, as well as links to other ways that you can help support the channel if you're so inclined to do so. If you have the time, feel free to check those out. And again, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to catch you again in the next video.